Morris, and I'm the president of Ubiquity University, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this call. Ubiquity University and Lions Club in Sri Lanka have, over the past 6 months, been establishing a relationship for which we have Dilani to thank, and Lasantha and his leadership, whereby the Lions Club and Ubiquity have embarked on two very important collaborations, one of which we're going to be discussing here on this call today. And that is that Lions Club members, because you're in a service organization, the largest and most extensive in the world, are interested in leadership, community service, collaboration, and what we would call the soft skills. How do we become better people so that we can serve our communities more effectively? That's what Ubiquity is about. We have built an entire university on how to equip young people and learners of all ages with the skills that they need to work together to solve global problems. And so with the Lions Club, we've initiated an agreement whereby Lions Club members, initially in Sri Lanka, but then more broadly around the South Asia region and ultimately globally, Lions Club members will be able to come onto the Ubiquity University platform and take courses that will enhance their capacity to be of greater service to their communities. And with the consultation of Dilani and Lasantha, the course that we've chosen is a course that we believe is absolutely seminal for Lions Club members. And that is leadership in disruptive times. One thing to have leadership in normal times, you can have leadership in a company, but all of us know that the world is in a disrupted state where discontinuity, change, and accelerated transitions and transformation of the economy and technology are confronting us each and every day. How do we lead in disruptive times? How do you lead in your company? How do you lead in your organization? How do you lead in your community? That's what this course is about. So we're providing it to those of you who are going to be in our pilot group for free, so that you can participate in the course, give us feedback on the course, talk to your colleagues and friends about the course. And we hope with this one single opportunity, we can establish a long-term partnership with Lions Club, and that we can make more and more of our courses available to you that will enhance your capacities to be a more effective a leader in your communities. The second aspect of the agreement that we have with Lions Club is that we know that many of you are very successful business executives, but along the way, you didn't finish either a BA degree or an MBA degree, and you'd like to have a degree even though you're in the middle of your life. So what Ubiquity is offering to Lions Club members is the opportunity to have what we call a BA or an MBA completion, where we will give you credit, academic credit, for not only the academic work you may have completed along the way, even if it was 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago, but also for your life experience. If you're a CEO or you're a COO or you're a CFO in a company or an organization, you're exercising executive leadership. That's a demonstration of competencies that at Ubiquity, we will give credit for. So we'll be sending out more information about this, but we want you to know with this an introductory call that Ubiquity and the Lions Club has the beginnings of a long-term partnership whereby we will be offering various courses, starting with this course on leadership in disruptive times, and that the courses you take with Ubiquity can be applied toward a university degree. We're an accredited institution. We're accredited actually out of the UK, even though we're global. And we're very excited at the opportunity to be with you today and embarking on this relationship. So I will close it at that. Then I thought we would turn it over to our course facilitator. Each course at Ubiquity has a course facilitator, and Rod Chambers, who will be speaking in a moment, is the director of course facilitators at the university. He's been with the university for a number of years and has taken many of our courses and guided many students in how they take our courses successfully. Rod, why don't you offer the details and show people how to actually access our platform?
Okay, thank you, Jim. Matt, was there anything you want to do with registration, or should I wait till after I do this side of the orientation?
Sure. I think a lot of you have probably registered, but just so we have it on the recording here for your colleagues, I'm going to briefly walk us through the registration process for how you actually apply the discount. So I'll share my screen and do this briefly here in about 2 to 3 minutes. And you'll start course access by navigating to the ubiquityuniversity.org courses page. You'll hover over courses and select micro, which will bring you to this page here. Leading in Disruptive Times is the name of the micro course. So you'll select that course, which will take you to the courses page, and you'll click Take This Course on the right side of the page. You'll need to select an option here. Either one is fine. I would select undergraduate, and then you'll select Add to Cart. And once it's in your cart, you'll see the option to apply a discount code. And the discount, as was noted in the email, is Lions Lead. So you'll put that in this space, apply the coupon, and you'll see here that it gives you the course fee off for free registration. You'll select that button, fill out your information, and the final step here will be placing your order. And it actually is as simple as that. So you'll place your order, receive an email, and then I'll let Rod explain course access as he introduces the course. So thanks so much, everybody. Please be sure and let me know if you have any questions about course registration. Thanks, Rod. Over to you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Matt. I would say good morning from my side and good evening to you all. Appreciate you being on the call. I'm going to introduce myself, give a little background information, and then take you all through the platform. And if there's any questions in between now and by the time that I end my side of the presentation or orientation, please feel free to stop me and ask me. At the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that there's a few options that has invite, participants, share, and chat. So if you don't feel comfortable asking any questions during the orientation, feel free to just type in your questions in the chat at the bottom of the screen. Okay. As Jim and Matt mentioned, my name is Roderick Chambers, and I've worked as a course facilitator with Ubiquity online for a few years. And part of the privilege that I get is working with students all over the country. And so this is going to be an added experience for myself. The benefit that I get is working with students from across the globe and I get a chance to learn from you all.
Hello.
Just a little background on my academics. My undergrad is in broadcast journalism. My master's is in mass communications. But believe it or not, I've spent most of my career in education. And so between government funded programs, state funded programs, or teaching ESL is where my professional background comes in. Okay. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you. And I'm going to take you through, again, a brief orientation on how to navigate through the platform. If there's any questions, just please let me know, okay? So this would be your login screen as a student. You'll notice here in the top left, this is where your username or email will go. And then your password is located directly below. And you'll just click login from there. So you'll notice at the top of the screen and to the far left is where you'll have your options. You'll see courses, as Matt has pointed out. There's your learning paths, challenge, partners, about, and contact. We want to more so focus on this left side here, dealing with your courses. And then I may touch on some of the other points here if I have enough time. So as I mentioned, to the left, you have my courses. The first course, once you've registered for your course, should pop up here, right up under my courses. You'll go to your Leading in Disruptive Times. Unless you have multiple classes, this should be the only course that you'll be registered in. So as soon as you click on the hyperlink, it'll take you straight to your course. You'll notice it'll give you the overview for the course, the learning objectives. If you scroll down a little further, you'll see that there's a nice video introduction from your faculty, which is Mr. Lowell Applebaum. If you keep scrolling down a little more, you'll see this is where your modules or your course modules will start. Okay. So Matt, if you can click on that first hyperlink under Leading in Disruptive Times there, please.
Sure.
Thank you. And again, you'll see the description of the lesson for this module. Okay, if you scroll under, you'll see a series of videos. If you can scroll down a little more for me, Matt. So after watching each one of the videos, you should be able to complete and continue. It'll take you through each one of the individual lessons. Matt, to the far right, if you can locate quizzes, there we go, right there. Once you've completed watching the videos, reading through the articles, you'll be taken to a quiz after each individual module. Okay, you'll start your quiz. The quizzes are typically 1 to 5 questions. I believe for the micro course, you'll get a chance to retake the quiz as many times as you would like. So if you're not satisfied with your score, you can just retake it.
Looks like I bombed this one, Rod.
Say that one more time.
It looks like I bombed this one.
You did, man, 0 out of 0. But if you're not satisfied, just restart your quiz and you can hopefully get that 5 out of 5.
Got it.
Okay. Once you've completed your quiz, if you can go to the next hyperlink under quiz, please. Here's where at the end of each module, you should have a reflection or a discussion question, and this is where you'll share within your group or your pod. You'll see also that the points that are assigned to each assignment is located to the left. You see 60 points there. And right above it, it'll actually tell you how long each writing assignment needs to be, which is 50 to 100 words, very short and brief. So if you scroll down here, you can choose a file that you save your document on. So it can be a Word, it can be a PDF, any one of your respective files, as long as it's compatible with the system. So most of your general words or your PDFs will be compatible. Okay, so once you choose the file, you just click upload, and that's easy as pie, and it's done. It's uploaded. I'll get notified that your assignment has been submitted. And then from there, again, can you go to groups to the far left, Matt?
Sure can.
Okay, so, oh, there we go. So if you can go just to any one of the Lions Club groups. Okay. So you'll see my nice introduction there, just welcoming you all to the group. From here, you'll need to upload your assignment or copy and paste your assignment to the group so that all of your peers that are in the same group can see your reflection or your discussions. And from there is where we'll start to build our discussions with your peers as well as with the course facilitator. And it would be really nice if each of you in your groups can just share a bit of information about yourselves, but we'll talk more about that as we start the course. So that's pretty much the navigating around the platform. So I'll just do a quick review once again. Once you've been enrolled in your course, you'll go to the far left. If you can just go to the far left, mark My Courses. And then you'll notice that since this will be the only course that you're enrolled in, it should be the first course that pops up, Leading in Disruptive Times. Okay. So again, you'll get your overview, you'll get the learning objectives. And then from there, it's just a clicking game. So you'll click on the first hyperlink. And so you'll really have two options. Once you've completed all of the videos, if you'll scroll back up for me, Matt, you'll notice on the top right, there's a next lesson that you can click that will take you to the preceding lesson, or you can just click on the hyperlink to the far right as well. I do want to highlight that complete lesson and continue will give you it'll register that the course itself or the lesson itself has been completed. Sorry, can you scroll up one more time for me, Matt? You can go back up. I want to point out, you'll notice the 1 out of 54 steps. So as soon as you complete the module, it will register to the far right here, and it'll show that you've completed 1 out of 54 or 2 out of 54 until you've actually completed all steps for the micro course. Okay. Like I said, you have your quizzes, and once you've completed your quiz, you'll have your assignment that's usually due at the end of each module. You'll just choose your file and you'll upload, and then from there, I will get the notification that the assignment has been completed. And then if we want to go back to the groups, Matt, to the far left. Okay. You'll locate your group. Once you've located your group, again, you'll just copy and paste your assignment to the group. And then again, you'll notice right at the bottom, once it's been posted, I didn't say this earlier, but once it's posted, you'll see the arrow. The arrow, the thumbs up, and the trash. Once your comment or reflection has been posted, I can make a comment by hitting the arrow, if you can hit any one of the arrows. And there you go, you can make your comment there. You can also like it, which I strongly encourage you to motivate your peers. And then it will appear once you like it. Okay. Are there any questions? Should be pretty easy. Hopefully it is.
If you have questions and I've muted you, just raise your hand and I can unmute you. Sorry about that. or if you're able to, you're more than welcome to speak them out loud or write them in the chat.
Okay. If there's no questions right now, I'll just touch on a few more points and then I'll pass back over to Matt. So there's a few dates that we're going to start with for our bi-weekly calls. So our first call will be Monday, February 18th. Let me make sure I get the time there. I believe it's 8:30 p.m. for you all. So we have Monday, February 18th and Monday, March 4th at 8:30 p.m. for our bi-weekly calls for the micro course. If you cannot meet any of those calls, we will be recording them and posting them back into the platform. If there's better times, I'll submit to you an email just requesting your best times if there's better times for you all to meet for those video calls. Our official start date will be next Monday, February 11th. If you want to get a head start and go through the modules or the courses before then, you're more than welcome to do so. But our official date will be Monday, February 11th. And I'll also be sending out an email. I believe I have everyone's email at this point, but I'll send out an email with the details just as a reminder. And I think that's all that I have.
Rod, thank you so much for a great overview. We really appreciate it. Wanted everybody to know that myself and my colleague Raji, along with Dilani, Raji's also here on the call, live here in Colombo. And so if anybody is ever interested in getting together in person, speaking about leadership, any of the other soft skills that Ubiquity teaches, we would welcome that opportunity to meet you in person. And would also say that if you have any troubles whatsoever, please feel free to let me know. You can respond to the original registration email, which I sent, or of course, you're welcome to speak directly with your project manager, Dilani Gunasekara. So wishing you all the best. It is a fantastic course with a great faculty, and you have a great course facilitator here with Rod. We welcome any questions you have, like I said, and I'll toss it back to Jim to say some final words here as we close our time tonight. It looks like we may actually end on time. So thanks so much for this group for being timely here.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Rod. I'm just wanting to check once again, Dilani, are you able to open your video and unmute yourself to say a few words? Lasanta?
Sure. Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, there she is. Good.
And then like to welcome behalf of Lions as well as Ubiquity, everybody. Sorry, at the beginning I couldn't because I was mute, so couldn't speak to all of you. And thank you for gathering today. And I just want to give an introduction to the entire program at the tail end event, because it's all Governor, that is past multiple council chairman, Lasanta Pereira's effort. Governor, thank you very much for thinking through for the Lions of Sri Lanka District, multiple District 306.
I'm there. Governor Lasanta says something wrong with this audio, and he's sorry about it. He called me just now. Yeah.
Technology happens. Well, I think what we'll do then, everyone, is bring this to a close. Let me conclude with making just a couple of points. And that is, again, we're very honored to be in partnership with Lions. The course that you will take in Leadership in Disruptive Times will add to your knowledge and your capacity to be of service to the Lions Club and to your communities. And that's ultimately what Ubiquity University is here for, to provide our students and partners with the mindsets and the skill sets that they need to work together to solve global problems. And there's no service organization anywhere in the world that is more committed to doing that than Lions. And then secondly, as I indicated earlier, any of you who are interested in a degree completion program, in taking, say, 10 further courses toward a BA degree or an MBA degree, apply, talk to Delaney, and we'll meet with you, and we will custom design a learning pathway specifically around your experience and your needs. That's one of the characteristics of Ubiquity. We custom design, student by student, a learning pathway that works for you. So if you're interested in a degree completion, a BA or an MBA, for example, be in touch with Delaney. And as Matt said, Matt, Raji, Delaney are all there in Colombo. I was there for about 4 months in the latter part of 2018. I'm actually talking to you from Amsterdam, where it's freezing cold and snowing today. But I hope to be in Colombo soon. I love Sri Lanka, and I loved sharing a house actually with Matt there in the heart of the city. So we thank you. Rod will be available to you 24/7. So if you have any issues, as we saw today, sometimes technology just works and sometimes it doesn't. But we've made our platform as easy as we possibly can make it, as you saw. So with only a few keystrokes, you'll be able to access your course, access your groups, share your essays. And the more interactive you are, the more you engage with this course, the more you'll get out of it. And as you know, that's true of life. The more you put in, the more you get out. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Delaney. Thank you, Lasanta. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. The course starts next Monday. And so we'll be sending out a lot of information over these next few days, and look forward to seeing you in a week's time on this very important course on leadership in disruptive times. Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.